Variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The remix.
Whoops.
It's Friday. Woo! It's Friday.
It is the Monday is Friday today. Good morning, everybody. This is Friday. It is April 4th. This is the KCHW Morning Show. I'm Chuck Ritchie. We're here with Paula Randall, Craig McQuaid.
Good morning.
And later in the second half of the show, we have a really great musician coming to us from Spokane, Zach Pass.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Dark funk. I mean,
Or dark folk.
dark folk.
Yeah.
That's how,
Cool.
that's how he described his music. And looking forward to seeing what he's got. He's going to be playing us some songs later.
Well, what's really interesting is like his day job is he's a barista. So, I mean, isn't that just awesome? I mean, you just imagine that guy just giving you your morning cup of coffee with that smile and just,
That would get your day started.
Yeah.
Starting off right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh, I'm
love
excited to meet him. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he's really, really great guy. Really happy to have him here. Thank you, Craig, for getting all that set
I could
up
just
and-
see the glaze on his eyes this morning when I drove past him, though. He was just like, and then I'm like, coffee, and he's all, yeah, coffee.
Coffee.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I know. I understand. So a little frosty this morning again.
Yes. What's
Yeah.
up with that? I thought we were done.
2 days in a row, and I even heard reports last night that it wasn't supposed to get down below freezing, but it did.
It did.
It did, yeah. Some ice on the car this morning. Even when I got home last night, already icing up out there. So luckily the 10 gallons of water I had in the back of my car didn't freeze.
Oh, good.
It takes a lot to freeze that, yeah,
That
for
would
sure.
be
Not,
bad.
not that cold, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way to start your night.
So speaking of, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather and mountain condition report brought to you by 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort. Today we're looking at a high of 58 degrees, a little bit of light winds, but sunny skies all day today. It's going to be a nice one. 34 degrees and clear skies overnight, maybe a few clouds scattered here and there. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 62 degrees, 37 overnight. That to me is perfect. 62 degrees and little clouds in the sky, some sun.
I'd like a little warmer at night. Maybe stay in the 40s instead of
Yeah.
going all the way down in the 30s. But
Like
beautiful day.
Like Sunday, when
Yeah.
we have a high of 67 degrees with a low of 47 overnight. That is good
That'll be
temperature.
a nice
yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's almost getting drive-in movie theater weather in that conditions.
That would be awesome. Aren't
Right?
they doing something in May? Aren't they opening? Like
You know what?
Memorial Day or something.
We need to reach out to them and see if we can get them on the show
Yes.
because they got some new owners. I'd be really interested to
Yes.
hear everything going on.
That would be cool.
Monday, we have 57 for the high, 40 overnight with showers. Showers is continuing on Tuesday with a high of 53 degrees, 39 overnight with a 47% chance of snow, 59 and 38 on Wednesday, partly cloudy skies.
Did you just say 47% chance of snow?
47% chance of
Rain.
something falling from the sky? I'm sure
I'm like, wait a minute.
Bacon.
that would be rain. Thank you for catching
Yeah.
that.
You are welcome.
You know, I had frost on the brain.
Yeah, I think so. Have some coffee,
I
Jeff.
think my brain is a little frosty this morning. I'd probably need some hot coffee to thaw it out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
you.
Art Walk was pretty eventful last night. There was quite
It
a
was.
quite
It
a
was so
few
cool.
people out and about, and
Yeah, it was. It was a good night. Beautiful weather for it.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even
we had 3 pages of people sign in
that's amazing.
I
Even-
know, right?
Even had the door open the whole time.
the whole time.
Yeah.
That
it
was
great.
so cool.
It was great. So then Wednesday, 59 and 38, 21% chance of rain. Thursday, 62 for the high, 42 overnight. So another nice one with mostly cloudy skies, though. And on the weather mountain condition report, moving up to the higher elevations, if I can get those words spit out, we have 74 inches of snow at the base of the mountain. 28 degrees currently with 0 to 3 mile an hour winds. Good visibility, sunny skies up there right now. Then at the summit, we have 187 inches of snow, 26 degrees, 0 to 3 mile an hour winds, and again, sunny skies. Those surface conditions are listed as groomed with spring snow. The spring snow, does that mean it's like a little wet, a little crunchy? Or?
Yeah, it soften as it warms up. It'll soften up and it'll be good riding.
Yeah, good,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, the
So-
grooms are going to be really good in the morning, and then as the day progresses, you might be able to slip off into the trees a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it get slippery when it gets that?
Well, what happens when it gets warm is it starts getting sticky. So if you don't have the right wax for the conditions, you get it kind of held up. So you don't want to necessarily go down stuff that isn't steep enough. But
Yeah.
it works your body differently because
Okay.
of the resistance of the snow.
Okay.
So, but I mean, sometimes when it's like early in the morning, it's super fast. Like,
Yeah.
like you just you can barely stay on your board because you're moving so quick. So
Really?
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's kind of scary.
yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, that's why we do it. We're junkies.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
it's beautiful. I'm looking at the webcams.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's whip. Oh,
Yeah, look at that corduroy. Mhm.
Oh, look at how pretty.
Oh, I see the button for webcams.
Yes.
Yes, so right now 90 trails are open, 47 are groomed. If you want more information about weather conditions, events happening at 49 degrees north, or to check out the webcam, you can visit ski49n.com.
Yeah, definitely look at the webcams because
We-
it's beautiful.
We're just gonna stop watching or stop the show real quick and just start watching these.
Start
webcams
panning
for
the
a little bit.
webcams.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
it's a good time to talk about breakfast over at
look
the
at
elementary
that
schools.
lively one. Whew.
Isn't it pretty? I know. All right, so on Friday, of course, the kids have an option of they can have omelet and hash browns with fruit or juice, a variety of cereal with a cheese stick or yogurt, fruit or juice, bread or muffin, cheese stick or yogurt with fruit or juice, or Friday is always chef's choice with fruit or juice, and of course, milk is offered daily. For lunch today, there's no school. No school, no school. My really bad attempt at an echo.
Oh, that's right. We should have mentioned that before getting into the breakfast. There's no school today.
There's no school today. So if you're at, what was that?
Construction next door.
Yeah, that was loud.
That was
a,
really
that was a
loud.
boom.
They're probably taking that big garbage can out or something. Like they
Yeah.
might be loading it up. It sounded like I heard some
Wow.
beep beeps and then
Okay, yeah.
Like
I
a truck
I think
backing
the
up.
paintings behind you guys almost rattled off the walls there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we have a good morning
I
from
think I lost
Wendy.
a filling.
Good
Wendy
morning, Wendy.
Butler. Thank you for saying hi.
Yeah. Good morning.
All right, Wendy.
let's see,
Hi, Wendy.
Oh, an event on Springdale on the 25th through the 27th. It's the preseason barter fair.
Nice.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
thanks for letting us know about that. Yeah, that's at the Happy Meadows. That's down by Ford. It's
Yeah.
just south of Ford.
Yeah, by all means, send us.
And
send
about
us
every
information.
every weekend they have some kind of festival down there where people camp out and there's some vendors and some food vendors and live music. And, Yeah, it's quite a fun event. So
Yeah,
Oh,
you
very
can even
cool.
you can send it to station manager at kchw.org, and you can also post it right there in the comments.
We
I
will
think-
get it.
I
Yeah,
think she kind
yeah.
of put a little. Well, yeah,
Oh! Look at that. There is a link. You did
Perfect.
post it right there in the comments.
yeah.
Good
Thanks,
news.
Wendy.
Quick.
Sorry about that.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
We'll see you down there.
Yeah.
Any
Uh,
birthdays today?
birthdays today. You know, yesterday the calendar was full. There were a bunch of names yesterday. Let's see what we have going on today. We have, for today and the weekend, today we have Carrie Russ and Oakley Tunison with a birthday. And then on oh no, that's Saturday. I'm sorry. Today, Friday, we have Barbara Murray, Lorraine Schazenbach, Jerome McKenna, Gage Forsberg, and Violet Howder, all with birthdays. Then Vereen and Joey Lock-Smith have an anniversary. Then on Saturday, Carrie Russ and Oakley Tunison have birthdays. On Sunday, it is Dale Oman and BJ Byland, all with birthdays.
Well, nice. Well, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
And here is your birthday song from KCHW.
Happy birthday, happy day, happy birthday, yay,
yay!
Now the anniversary song.
I'll have to work on that one.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Happy
It doesn't
anniversary.
work as well. Happy anniversary, yay!
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah, you know,
I think that's what my parents would always say. It was like, happy anniversary, happy anniversary,
Oh, yeah,
happy
yeah, I've heard that one.
anniversary, happy anniversary.
Happy,
That's a good one.
happy anniversary.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, I'm just now realizing on my calendar, I've been off all week because today's names I read off yesterday, and I realized yesterday I did the same thing,
Yeah.
or one of the other days.
Is this like Groundhog's Day?
It
I
must
know.
be because I have been off all
Jack,
day
are
with
you
these.
safe to operate the equipment in front of you right now?
No, I am not. No, I'm not. Obviously, by the song at the beginning of the show.
You know, day drinking is not supposed to happen until about 10 a.m. No,
it's
I'm just
coffee.
kidding.
Coffee drinking.
Coffee,
Coffee,
yeah,
that's
like,
just right,
yeah,
coffee.
it was- man, that old fashioned this morning sure nipped me good.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Teasing,
man.
just jokes, people.
Just jokes. So let's go ahead and get into the event calendar. We got not
Yes.
a lot more stuff happening this weekend, but we got a couple of really cool
Well,
events
and I
here.
haven't updated it. My bad. So today, the most exciting thing we have going on, of course, is an evening of wine and poetry over at the Chewelah Arts Center. The Arts Guild is hosting an evening of wine and poetry starting at 7 p.m. tonight.
That's tomorrow.
It's not just you. You have contaminated us.
Right? I've destroyed you all.
You have. No, it's not. This is tonight. I'm so confused.
It's the 5th. Which calendar are you looking at?
Oh, man. Their calendar. Okay, well,
We're looking at the actual poster.
the 5th.
Yeah,
That
tomorrow's
would be
the 5th.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's
Oh
the 5th.
my gosh, I feel so much better. As one of the speakers, I was like, oh man.
It's not April 1st. I don't know what's
Oh.
going on now.
Okay, we need to
Stand-
restart today.
Stand by for technical difficulties.
Okay. Okay, Friday, of course, we have the meeting at the Chamber of Commerce meeting, I should say, over at Missisquoi. That is from 7 to 8 a.m. If you go now, you can enjoy the last 20 minutes.
There you go. There you
Right?
go.
Very exciting.
Get there now.
Get there now, but don't speed because that would be bad. We also
Exactly.
have hard pickleball. Adult pickleball is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 11:30 over at the Chewelah Court Center. They're still inside, but they'll probably be moving outside. In the next couple of weeks, I would think.
Yeah, I think it's getting pretty
Warm
close to the
enough.
season. We need to track those folks down and find them.
Yeah, I would actually talk to my friend Chris, who's very active in the pickleball community.
Oh yeah.
He's quite
Yeah.
the pickleballer, is what it. I would-
Are you alled to say that on the radio?
I think so.
I think
is
so.
that
I think
radio
so.
safe?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
totally radio safe. I
Is,
mean,
is he a pickleballer, a shot caller,
yeah, I mean,
40-inch rims?
from what it sounded
golf
like,
cart?
he's got game. Let's
Oh,
just say that.
Wow.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and I guess it's interesting. The whole pickleball. I've been a table tennis player since college. So pickleball is kind of a cross between table tennis and actual tennis. You use a wiffle ball, and you can get some really interesting spin and curve on a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see them throw down sometime. I think it'd be actually pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Get some popcorn and get your like whistle or whatever, so you can kind of like, when your voice is completely raspy from yelling,
Yeah, yeah.
you can start just whistling.
Yeah.
I like the tubes that you bang together.
You know what?
What do you call
Here,
those?
I know what you're
Are
talking
they
about.
thunder tubes? Is that what they call
Yeah.
them? Like where you bang bang
The
bang, they're
flutter
really loud.
tubes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, air
Mhm.
horn.
But
Yeah.
here at KCHW, we have kazoos.
We do.
Oh,
We do.
there you
And
go.
so we would have our kazoos that we have with us. We don't need
Noisemakers.
Yeah, exactly.
Always keep one within arm's reach.
Yes, I have 3 in my bag, as one does, because you never know when you need more than one.
I have one on the desk in front of me. I have another one in my pocket.
Oh, wow. He's armed and dangerous.
You never
Oh
know
my
when you're
gosh.
going to need a kazoo.
Why do they always got to be white, Chuck? Why do they always got to be white? Come on.
I don't know.
Okay, so continuing on with the events today, Friday the 4th, we have karaoke tonight over at. Waiting for you.
It's at Fired Up Pizza from
Right.
6 to 9 p.m. with Leah B.
Very
you go.
cool. And then on Saturday, Saturday the 5th,
Tell us what's going on Saturday, Paula.
we have the poetry and wine evening over at the Center for the Arts. This is hosted by the Arts Guild, and tickets are available at the door or at www.shwilaartsguild.org. And it's $15. It includes refreshments and your first glass of wine. Additional wine available at $5 per glass. And
There
I'm
you go.
not seeing anything else on Saturday. What about you?
So we do have karaoke at the Oasis on Saturday nights now.
Okay.
And that goes with ladies' night, so they have drink specials for the ladies. And my friend Jade, or DJ as we call her, is going to be hosting at the Oasis Tavern. They're on just north of the light.
Oh,
In
it's
Shawila,
ladies'
Washington.
night.
Yeah,
When the
exactly.
feeling's right, oh, in the ladies' night, what a night. Oh,
Hey.
I'm a bass. She's a bass. We're all surprised at that note. Oh,
Yeah, we
goodness.
did Moulin Rouge theme last week, and there's a bunch of people dressed up. It was pretty cool.
How
It was
did
pretty
how
fun.
did that go?
Yeah,
Oh.
it went really well. Yeah, they were very happy with the turnout, and
Very cool.
yeah, I had to sneak out before it got over because I had a gig the next day, I think.
That is
something.
too cool. Bethany sang at that. She's like, it was Moulin Rouge night, so I sang Here Comes Mama.
Mm.
And I'm
Oh.
like, that's not from Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
She's
isn't that
like,
from Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it was during the same time period. I'm like, hey, it's cool. It's a
Yeah,
great
we don't
song.
judge. You know,
It's a
we're
great song. I don't
open-minded.
care.
Hey, if there's it doesn't even have to. It doesn't even have to go with the theme. We just like to have a good time, and the theme just encourages more fun.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I like that. That does open up the door for more
Mm-hmm.
musical songs, which I think some of the best musical songs ever came from Chicago.
Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, good
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Good
agree.
stuff.
Okay, and then speaking of fun, we have the All Ages Blues Jam happening on the 6th on Sunday
Mm-hmm.
over at Fired Up Pizza. Please go. It's awesome. The musicians are epic, and they will melt your face off. It's from 4 to 8 p.m., it says. Isn't it 4 to 7 p.m.?
It's more 4 to 7, but
Yeah.
sometimes if it's going real good and they're not sick of us yet, they let us go another
Right? They
hour.
let you go on.
Yeah.
Bring your face shield.
Bring your face shield because the music is that good.
You know,
It's
some
so
sunscreen's a
good.
good idea.
Yeah.
When the eruption happens,
Mm-hmm.
and the faces start getting melted, it's nice to have a little bit of
It does,
sunscreen to like shield yourself.
it does help to shove pizza in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
pizza
It, prevents the melting. It regulates your
and fizzy libations help too.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Exactly.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I approve of that. Busy libations. Yes.
I
Very,
call
very
them,
cool.
barley pops.
Barley pops.
Barley pops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's. What do we got going on next? Let's
Well,
see.
I'm kind of blazing through next week because I know we have a guest
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
on. We of course have our community bingo night over at Fired Up Pizza. That is
Mm-hmm.
a really popular event that goes on from 6 to 8 p.m. That's free to attend and it's a lot of fun. Go over to the bingo night and have some fun on Wednesdays. We have the Chwila Food Bank that is open every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you are hungry, there's no reason for you to be hungry. Go to the Community Food Bank. Also, they are doing their food drive right now, so if you have a little bit of extra to give, please go visit them at the food bank and give them some cash or give them some non-perished
Perishable.
items. Non-expired.
Well,
non-expired.
non-perished.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Non-expired items. And then we have the diaper distribution that is going on
Oh, yes.
Thursdays as well.
Yep.
That's 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at St. Mary of the Rosary Parish Hall.
Mhm.
That's at 502 East Main Avenue. We also have Craig Meyer Karaoke happening over at the Oasis on Thursday nights from 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. And Craig will tell you more about that. But we have, and then on the 12th, of course, here at KCHW
Wait.
102.
First, there's something earlier in the day. Oh
Where?
wait, no, that is later in the day.
See?
Okay. See, I was gonna do that first and
Yeah.
leave the other one till later. I was gonna
No.
catch. So we have the Secret Garden and Gala auction. That is at what is that? That's at the Colville Ag Center from 6 to 10 p.m. What is it? It's a secret.
It's a secret.
That's all it says. It says Secret Garden Gala and auction. That's what we get.
And it
sounds
is
mysterious.
it's for the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary. and it's at the Colville Ag Center
Yeah.
at 317 West Astor Avenue.
Yeah, there's gonna be live music there.
Mm-hmm.
But then what
Is
else?
that you?
Is that you?
Yeah,
Is that what
that's who hired me.
Awesome.
The Colville Valley Animal
Nice,
Sanctuary.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
cool.
nice people there. Yeah.
And then also on the 12th is the bar crawl.
Oh, yes.
The bar
Yep, yep,
crawl
yep.
is happening.
And who's that benefiting?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't
Becky
have,
Buds who does that one, or is
no,
it different?
There's no poster. I just remember that the 12th
That-
is the bar crawl.
Yeah, that one is not Becky's Best Buddies. There's a different one.
I know it traditionally is Becky's Best
it the
Buddies,
Chamber?
but it's somebody else. I don't know.
I'm not. I haven't seen. I have a poster. I think over in the front room there. I should go grab that during the
Go
break.
run and check the poster. And while you're doing that, also
Tell us.
April 12th is a citywide cleanup day
Yeah.
and recycling
Yes.
event. This is huge.
Yeah, let's do that.
So it is happening from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. They have a whole bunch of places where you can set your recyclables. They will accept plastics, tires, cardboard, metal, garbage. They have going through. Cleanup volunteers will gather next to Napa Auto Parts at North 2nd Street East and East Main Avenue. Please bring gloves and a broom. A free barbecue event will be held for the volunteers after the cleanup. The following items can be recycled at the event: appliances, tires, scrap metal, mattresses, car batteries, latex paint, and furniture. Please separate all material prior to bringing them to the event and refer to the map for locations of specific collection areas. The following items will not be accepted: household garbage, liquids, glass, plastics, electronics, solvents, and motor oil. So, yeah, if you have stuff that needs to get taken away and you don't want to pay for... Oh, and Sharon says that the pub crawl is for the Lions Club.
Yes, I just
Oh,
found the
okay.
poster.
Nice. Go ahead
Thanks,
and
Sharon.
hold that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that up. I gotta get. There we go. It's hard to get stuff right in front of the camera.
Where am I? Where am I?
My microphone's in the way. There we go. There we go. That's right. That is for the. I knew it was for somebody that I couldn't remember. It's the Lions Club.
Very cool. Thank you, Sharon.
All right. And did you tell us about the other show happening on the 12th?
And then the most exciting show happening on the 12th.
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
it's going to be busy, right? My bards are performing. The bards of the Coad are performing on the 12th at 6 p.m. here at KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Radio at the Spotlight Theater. I am super excited. This is a free event. We are going to have so much fun. This is my band, and
Yeah.
we got word that Teresa is coming from Montana as well.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
And so it really will be the original bards. All 5 of us will be performing on the stage our original music. So we are super excited. We're going to have Daniel do renditions of his acoustic version of Cows Don't Fly, right? Which, if anybody has heard the face-melting song over at Fired Up. now you're
Bovine
gonna-
aviators, yes.
Right?
It's-
Now you're going to hear the fun version that you don't actually hurt your ears with over with our acoustic set.
What's that? I can't. My ears are.
I
smoked.
know, right? No,
Yeah.
it's awesome. He's awesome.
I saw Daniel perform last night. I can't hear anything today.
yeah.
He's a rocker. He loves it. But he fit in so well with our acoustic group. And so, yes, the bards requested, since we're doing that he sing his 2 original songs, Mud in the Water and Cows Don't Fly, as part of our set.
So this show keeps growing and growing.
Yes.
Five of you.
Yes, the
That's
original
incredible.
5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be cool.
So
So,
we-
Karen
So
and I
did
and
your
Mike.
do you got your back line all figured out and everything? Do you guys got your all the equipment you need? I'm sure Daniel probably has.
Our
what-
back
what you-
Well,
yeah.
well,
Did you get your tech writer to the station entertainment director yet?
yeah. Have
no,
you-
but I can't. You're not going to be here.
I know. I'm
performing. I was
just-
just going to say.
But the thing is, I do a lot of things outside of I'll have a gig and I'm also got 2 karaoke gigs going, so I'm
Okay.
logistic wise, my gears are turning. Hey, if there's anything you need, let me know now so I can at least have it here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I will
The
definitely.
door
put
just
the,
opened.
I will
The
put
light.
The,
I saw
right.
the light.
Oh.
We have our guest in the house now.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
nice,
good.
nice.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the light as in what we need for the show to set up.
Yeah, the
outside.
northern
no.
spotlight. It was like a light bulb in my head,
Well,
an
here,
idea.
Let me
So-
quick continue with the
finish
the
up-
calendar, but
yeah.
yeah, definitely the 12th is going to be an awesome day, and you can finish it by coming to see my band sing. Yay!
There you go.
Then of course we have The Brick Builders Club is on Monday, the 14th, over at the library from 3:30 to 5 p.m. That's always exciting. And story time at the library is going on from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday at the library. We also have the Community Coffee Social over at the Senior Citizen Center on Tuesday, the 15th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
It's like 2 weeks out.
Yeah, I think we're,
yeah,
I think we're a little far ahead.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Northern Light Spotlight.
Northern Light Spotlight.
Anyway, I want to start the spotlight today by talking about Chihuahua's Got Talent.
Yes, thank you.
And let's let Chuck kind of lead us in on that, because you got the poster right there. I see it's on our thread, but let's put it up there.
There's the posters on our
it's already up,
on our camera feed, but it's a little hard to see. It's yeah.
We have the little teeny tiny
Yeah, I had another one that was meant to fill in that space bigger, but it just didn't quite come out right. Yeah.
Well, and I tried to give Brian from Andy's application so that he could sign up to be on, because he was playing bass last night with Lefty Field. So
yeah, he was.
And it's like, we need him to show off his talent at the talent show.
Yeah.
But he gracefully declined the opportunity.
He was great.
Yeah, I don't think I realize it, but he used to play in quite a few different bands in Spokane. I remember seeing him when I was younger. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He's got a good stage presence.
I hear we might have a comedian.
Possibly.
Very exciting.
Was that a joke? No, just kidding.
So yeah, this is the 7th episode of Chihuahua's Got Talent. We took a few years off during COVID. I think we missed 2020 through 2024 when we came back last year with our triumphant return.
Triumphant.
This year we're trying to get a whole bunch of folks out there to audition. We got sponsorship information out there. You can go to our KCHW radio Facebook page, kchw.org. I have paper signups with me for both signing up for the competition and to sign up to be a sponsor. We have multiple sponsorship levels. Right now, I'm going to get that up in our chat to get all that information up.
Awesome,
and I'll get those links up there. So if you don't want to go online and fill out your form online, then you can just contact us directly. Send us an email to stationmanager@kchw.org. Reach us through our Facebook page, or go to our website and submit a request for that. In the meantime, we have the QR codes on the posters out. You can also scan those. One side, there are 2 QR codes on the poster. One is to sign up for the auditions. The other is to purchase tickets or become a sponsor.
Very cool.
And we're going to get that information out to our sponsors, radio station sponsors, and our members in the next day or so. Hopefully.
And just so I'm aware, and then the listeners are aware, it's not limited to people that live in Chihuahua or around Chihuahua, is it?
Nope. It's all ages, the whole region wide. Even if you want to come over from Idaho, this is similar to America's Got Talent. There's people that come all over the world for that.
Right. We're better. We have Chihuahua's Got Talent.
So we're going to have people from all over the world competing at Chihuahua's Got Talent.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely reach out to the other communities outside of our district here.
Absolutely.
and get some. Let's bring some talent into Chihuahua. That's something that I've been enjoying doing lately. So
yeah.
let's keep doing that.
And we've already had a few people signing up, so that's good to see.
Mm-hmm.
And those auditions are May 3rd and May 10th. The final show is May 24th.
Okay, so put it on your calendars.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be at both auditions. You can be at one or the other.
Exactly.
So just one or the other.
All ages, all talents.
Yes.
Whatever crazy thing you do, I want to see it.
Right?
I want to see it.
Poodle.
So, and I heard a little tidbit from Chuck last night that my mother is actually going to be one of the judges.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
We have
Yeah.
Sally McQueen
So Sally, the famous bassist, musician,
she's awesome.
coffee roaster,
rocks.
very talented lady. My mom, Sally, is going to be one of the judges, and I could tell that I didn't actually see her expression at the time, but I'm sure her eyes lit up, and she was very excited about being able to judge people. No, I'm just kidding.
She's like, Judge Chihuahua's Got Talent? Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my gosh, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it was her, Alan Stone, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Pretty easy decision there.
Good morning, Matt.
Right
Good to
on.
hear you from Oregon.
Oh, cool.
All right, Matt's tuning in. So now moving forward, we definitely want you to sign up for Chihuahua's Got Talent. If you've got talent, get on. There should be the QR codes and all that, and then also if you run into me, I have some signups on me. So
yeah.
I can also get you the paperwork if you want to do it that way.
Here at the radio station, we don't condone you actually running into Craig. We prefer that you stand next to him and pat him nicely on the shoulder, thusly.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Brad Keeler posted on the Spotlight this week. Sandpoint singer-songwriter Patrick Webb will be performing Saturday, April 5th at the Inland Northwest Bluegrass Music Association April Showcase Concert at the Unitarian Universalist Church? Universalist Church at 4340 West Woodstocks Way, Spokane. So show starts at 6:30. It's $10 non-members. Webb writes songs in Western swing, folk, country, blues genres, and will be accompanied by multi-instrumentalist Brad Keeler, who posted this, and bassist Jim Pittman. Second act, bluegrass band Monroe Bridge.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Oh, very cool. I know those guys.
Yeah, I figured Chuck would know that. And thanks, Brad, for contributing this week. We appreciate you. Dexter King is going to be at the Hunter's Bar and Grill tonight, the 4th, Friday the 4th of April, from 6 to 9 p.m., and it's real country.
Nice.
Real country.
Yeah, Dexter King, real country.
Nice. As opposed to that fake stuff.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then I saw this one. I like it when I see a poster that's I see it actually out and about on a bulletin board, and I took a picture of it, and then I posted it on here. So this one's pretty interesting. It's a Sunday concert featuring the Welter Brothers, and they're just back from a tour, I think, in like Arizona, Texas, and down south, and they're back up here. And this is going to be at the Woodland Theater on. I love it when I take these pictures. I can't even see what. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. Now when I go back,
nice.
I'm gonna have trouble finding it again. But the Woodland Theater is at 120 West 3rd Avenue in Kettle Falls, Washington 9911141. You can learn more about this at thewelterbrothers.com. They're a Northwest Brothers duo just back from Arizona, Texas, Colorado tour. And let's see, the date on it is April 13th at 3 p.m. So on Sunday at 3 p.m., if you're not at the Jam in Chewelah, you can go check out a concert up at the Woodland Theater.
Nice. That's a great poster.
Yeah, it is cool. It definitely caught my eye. That's why I was like, hey, I need to put that on the spotlight for sure. And then again, I usually talk about how you get your events plugged on the radio on Friday on our Northern Light Spotlight. We have a group on Facebook called the Northern Light Spotlight. Follow it. And then I put up a weekly post that'll basically say, put comment here for such and such date's show. And so that's how you do it. You just put your poster, or you can even write it in as a text format, and then I'll read it off here on the radio station.
Nice.
So yesterday, Zach Pass, who is our guest today, and he's coming in here shortly, we played with him at Fired Up Pizza for the first Thursday Art Walk. And then next month, it's going to be on the 1st. And I asked if we're actually doing it on the 1st of May. And I was confirmed that that's when it's going to be, because I know there's been other times where it landed on the 1st and they moved it to the 2nd, second Thursday. So it is going to be on the 1st. Matthew Tippich is going to be our guest on the Spotlight that or the day after that. And so I'm going to have him play before the Brats down there. And I think we're actually reaching out and trying to get more buskers for the Art Walk. So he's actually he's already, he's young, but he's been busking for a while. So
and he's been he's been making some waves.
Yeah, he's quite talented. Look him up and look up his YouTube. Look up his cover of the House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah.
It's
that's
awesome.
A great song. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like his whole his whole.
And there was a young man from Deer Park that has been invited to Nashville to do some recording. Was that him?
No, that's a different artist. That? It was in one of the Deer Park or the Deer Park paper. I don't know what it's called, but I read the article, and then maybe I'll need to talk to Hazel. Hazel is the one who does the open mics in Deer Park at the I think it's at the Eagles, but she's been coming to the Jam, and I'll ask her. She'll probably know what's his name, because it wasn't our guest last week.
Yeah, I thought that was him, and then it
wasn't him.
It wasn't. He was like, nope, haven't heard of that.
How many talented young performers are there out there?
Well,
a lot.
There's a lot of talent around this town of Chewelah.
A lot of talent here.
I love how you claim them all as Chewelah. They're
I
all
do.
Chewelah.
I'm naming them all as Chewelah. I don't care that he's from Spokane. He came here. He's on a radio station.
Well, Chewelah, it's
he
like
has
everything's
grandparents
kind
here
of
or something, right?
Right?
everything's according to where it is from Chewelah. Spokane's
Exactly.
just South Chewelah.
Just south
Yeah,
of
it's
Chewelah.
just Spokane's a
Exactly.
suburb of Chewelah.
Exactly.
All right, so our friends up at the Crossroads is having the fourth Friday at the Crossroads this month. The artist is the Whelan Brothers, and this is an acoustic quintet. Mark Harding is in the band. I recognize the guys, but it's Mark Harding's new acoustic group. Mark Harding's very active in the music community up north. He helps organize like the music for Cider Fest in Marcus. He also does Town and Country Days in Kettle Falls, but he plays in a lot of. He's the bass player in like the Planetary Refugees, so he's very
nice.
active.
Oh, yeah.
He's also a very competent sound guy. So if you need somebody to run sound for one of your events, and Will Lee's booked, you get a hold of Mark.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
anyway, they're playing there on the fourth Friday. That's gonna be April 25th at the Crossroads Event Center in Colville, which is just on the main drag there, right next to the Chinese restaurant. It's put together by Colville Together, and it's sponsored by the Vincent Fund.
Yeah.
So it's a very cool free community concert that goes on every month on the fourth Friday. Now, I want to make sure that everybody knows, too, that food and beverages are provided by Fired Up Brewing as well.
Very
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yep. Good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Good
A lot of fun. I was able to go up and see Sammy Eubanks, and that was just a delight to see all those people that, rubbing shoulders with people that I recognize, and just, had to be like, hey, what's your name again? I know I've seen you before. He's like, oh, yeah, I played in this band. I'm like, that's where I've seen you before. Yeah, stuff like that.
When you mentioned Planetary Refugees, we had Richard on the show a few weeks ago, and we booked them for Summerfest. So really excited to have them
good.
here. They're gonna be going on right before Nate Ostrander comes back
Oh, fun.
to
Okay.
headline Summerfest. Yeah.
Very cool.
So upcoming shows for Jacob Van O. He is going to be playing April 25th at Kalispell, Montana Eagles with Resurgence. And April 26th at Hunter's Bar and Grill with Will Lee and Craig McQueen.
Who are those guys?
Yeah.
Who are those guys?
So we're titling our band Brother Son.
Yeah.
So, it is, we always, I think band names should be like, they should just kind of adapt and change and
Ebb and flow.
Ebb and
Yeah, I
flow.
was gonna say, well, how many bands is this for you now? Let's
Yeah,
see, Craig and
yeah.
the Brats. You've got Scary World. You've got Brother, Son. That's awesome.
Yeah, Craig and the Brats, and then Brother Son now, Old Souls and Antiques, Two Stones, One Bird. Yeah,
Do you forget sometimes who you are when you're performing?
I do. Yeah.
You
It's
just
kind
start
of like
saying-
an out of the body experience
Right.
sometimes. I'm like, man, this guy's pretty good, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's egotistical. Like, ego, go away now.
Oh, goodness. Too
Don't
fun.
you need that though to be a successful musician?
I think so. We're getting down to the end here on the Northern Light Spotlight. I want to thank everybody for listening in. The Burning Cow Barter Fest 2025. Booking vendors now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look
so
at that poster.
$100 for a 4-day pass. Admits 2, ages 15 and under free. Includes a 20 by 10 vendor space with additional space for camping parking next to your booth. So $20 oversized vehicle fee, paid at the gate upon arrival. So limited, only 40 passes available until sold out. And so this is at 4318 Tombstone Way, Springdale, Washington. And it's going to be Memorial Day weekend, 23rd through the 26th of May. And, I mean, this is Bergman Entertainment's putting this together. And I've reached out to them to see if they needed any bands, of course, because that's just what I do.
Yeah.
But what a cool, the poster is just pops. I'm like,
It really does.
yeah, I want to work with these people just because of their graphic design work.
Which one is this?
Right?
It's called the Burning Cow Barter Fest.
Okay.
And it's just south of Springdale on Cemetery Road, and it's going to be Memorial Day weekend. And they're looking for vendors to fill up their spot there. So if you're a vendor and you want to do something fun on Memorial Day weekend, you're not booked already, go ahead and reach out to the Burning Cow Barter Fest. And I'm trying
I
to
want to
say,
see this poster.
It's got. I'm gonna pull it up over here.
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. Now, next on our spotlight, let's see here. Oh. Tonight.
Tonight.
Zach Pass, Denver Rhiannon, Scary World at the Jackson Street Bar and Grill. And that's at 2436 North Astor, Spokane, Washington. It's a $5 cover charge, and music starts at 8 p.m. So head on down to Jackson Street. Check out my band. Check out Denver. Check out Zach, who's going to be our guest here in just a minute.
And we had Denver on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And really blew me away. That was a great performance.
That was a really good performance. Such confidence.
Yeah.
So, and then another one of our guests is doing something in Spokane that sounds really cool. This is the Ink and Echo, a Spokane music and art showcase featuring Nathan Chartre.
Oh, nice.
And Flynn, I can't read some of this. The text on this particular flyer is really neat, but it's hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Ryder, Woodsticks, and then some other guests to be named, surprise music guests and art vendors, 6 p.m. Friday, April 25th, all ages at the Big Dipper in Spokane, Washington. And that's put together by Monumental Shows. So you can learn more about that at www.monumentalshows.com.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Right up my my alley there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got Friday all ages karaoke at Fired Up Pizza, which we mentioned earlier. That's from 6 to 9 here in Chewelah. My friend Leah B is hosting. It's a great time, great for the whole family. And then I just wanted to make one little plug again for Bards of the Coad.
Bards of the Coad.
That's
my
awesome.
My co-host over here, Paula's band, is reuniting for an epic night of music.
Epic night of music.
Epic night of music.
This is
And
really
that's
gonna
going
be a great show.
It really is.
We're going
And
to have so much fun.
it's going to be here at the Northern Lights Theater on April 12th at 6 p.m. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show for free down
Right.
here at the radio station, which is located in the alley behind Main Street there.
Yeah.
Behind the Sporties, Andy's, and what's the other place now? The General Store?
The general
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't seem to do anything in Chewelah that's not free. Everything I do is free. My play is free. My labyrinth is free. My band, we're going to pass a bucket. There'll be a tip bucket, but it's just, community support, community awareness. I think it's so good to have community events that, you don't have to say, oh gosh, do I have that $10 for a ticket or that $15 for a ticket?
Right.
You can just come and you can just enjoy some fun music. And with 4 different composers, you're going to hear a lot of different fun music. That's why our band is so eclectic and fun, because 4 of us write music. So very cool.
Well, that's fun that you get to have your friends together. And,
Oh my gosh, right?
Play,
Yes.
play in a theater and radio station. You
Yes.
Well, and I would definitely
kinda
be
cool that you know
attending
people.
if I didn't get
Right?
booked
Thank you, Chuck.
a couple weeks before you planned it. It's just
Thank you, Craig. I know, right?
I would totally be here, but hopefully, I'll be able to meet your bandmates. Side. How long are they going to be in the area? Just for the night, or?
Oh, yeah. Mike and Teresa both have to bail. So they'll perform here. We'll visit. We'll break down. And then Mike has to drive back to Chelan.
Oh, okay.
And then Teresa has to make it back to, she's in Montana, just over the border. I think she's in Helena. So 4 hours.
Just a stone's throw.
Well, so you're going to just
Yeah.
have to plan to do it again. Maybe we can.
I know, yeah. See,
maybe we
they're
can.
going to come. No. See, I have everything. I'm so excited. They're going to come to Chewelah, and they're going to find out how epically cool Chewelah is. They're going to see our wonderful downtown. They're going to see beautiful quartzsite. They're going to see all the hiking. Mike is a major hiker. They're going to see all the wonderful people, and they're going to be like, oh, hey, we should make this an annual thing, and then they'll stay.
and then they'll just move here.
Right? That would be so cool. I think Mike is probably really entrenched in the west side, but I can dream.
Well, I
it can
can
happen.
kind of see, like, just by saying, oh, one's in Montana and one's in Chelan. I'm like, well, this is like center of that,
It
like
really
right in the
know.
meet in the middle, right?
They
Chewelah,
just-
Washington, center of the universe.
It is. I'm just saying. He and his wife happen to be in Chelan for something. I think they have a house there, like a vacation share thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's just going to drive up and do this with us. And of course, he's the one with all the gear. So you ask if we have all the gear. I mean, yeah, I'm sure we have all the gear, but I'll double check with Mike. Now you're going to make me ask.
Tech
and-
writer.
Yeah. And I'll let
We're moving up, Chuck.
know.
Moving on up.
We do. Was there anything else to cover?
No,
before
that's
this break?
everything for the Northern Light Spotlight. Again, I encourage you, the listeners out there, if you're interested in becoming, getting involved in the Northern Light Spotlight, it's a Facebook group titled the same, and just follow the page, and then look for my weekly post, and then add your event to that weekly post. And then sometimes people just put like a general announcement on the page, which is fine too. I mean, there's really no limitation to what people can use it for, and we've used it for things outside of what we thought we would use it for initially. So
it's a great one for
networking.
Yeah, for musicians looking, to share what they're doing, to share what their shows are, their work. It's a great one for people looking for musicians because the page right now is primarily musicians.
Well, and Chuck and I were just talking about we're going to be compiling a list of local performers and also regional and national ones so we have contact information because we've got a lot of gears turning here at the radio station. We've got a lot of dreams and a lot of plans that we need to have talent in order to make that happen. So I encourage people out there that are talented and want to do some outreach, get involved in Cheweela's Got Talent.
Yeah.
If you're a sponsor out there, sponsor the event. Help us build the station.
Yes,
and by all the things that we do, we can just do more of it if you guys get involved as well. So I reach out to you to do that. And I'm excited about our guest, Zach Pass. He's probably itching to play some music for everybody.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Really quick, though, we did say we'd get to it, and we didn't. The mountain, what is this? The preseason barter fair in Springdale, Washington, April 26th, 2 p.m.
Awesome.
Yeah. We'll keep that up and
exactly, and we'll get down there. And then also, if you are up at the mountain today, I think the Step Brothers are going to be playing in the Boomtown Bar, and then tomorrow they're having the Out Like a Lion festival, and so they're going to have 4 or 5 different bands.
Fun.
So it should be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for something to do tomorrow and you want to go enjoy a day up on the mountain, do that. There's going to be music. You don't have to actually ski if you don't want to, but they're going to have barbecue on the deck.
Nice.
And a lot of activities for people to do that aren't skiing. So
I must be really hyped up because I'm like, ski if you want to, don't ski if you don't want to, ski if you want to, ski if you want to. Right?
Hey, that coffee's working finally.
Oh, it's working really well. I'm flying. What did you put in this thing, Jack?
You don't want to know.
And I just wanted to say, 49 Degrees North, it looks like they were voted best place to ski for 2025.
Oh, awesome.
By
the Inlander, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So 3rd year in the row, best place to ski. It's awesome.
Yeah,
that is very cool, but not surprising.
I know, right? Well, because we live here, we know it's awesome, but that is super cool. I'm super happy for 49 Degrees.
Yeah.
I'm about to die if not surprised. Yeah. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to thank some sponsors, listen to some news, and get set up here with Zach Pass. He's coming up right after the break. We want to thank him for coming on and hear what he's got to say and hear what he's got to sing.
Here's what he got to sing.
All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to the KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7.
You're listening to KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Public Radio.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, April the 4th, 2025. I'm Mike Clifford. A federal judge in Washington said Thursday that there was a fair likelihood that the Trump administration had violated an order he issued last month to stop deporting Venezuelan migrants to El Salvador under an 18th century wartime law. That from the New York Times. The report speaking at a hearing, the judge James Bosberg said he was likely to wait until next week to issue a ruling about whether the White House was in contempt of court. The announcement that he would delay his final decision came after he spent nearly an hour in a remarkable interrogation of a Justice Department lawyer. The Times notes last week the Justice Department refused again to provide the judge with details about the timing of deportation flights, asserting a rare legal doctrine called the state secrets privilege. And we head next to Maine, where federal workers will join in nationwide protests Saturday against what they call President Trump's union-busting policies.
Trump has signed an executive order to restrict collective bargaining for 2/3 of the federal workforce, claiming they are a national security risk. Andy O'Brien with Maine AFL-CIO calls it the most egregious attack on workers' rights in more than a century.
He's shredding union contracts that were legally negotiated. These are legally binding documents.
A White House fact sheet says an accountable civil service is needed to protect national security and accuses federal unions of declaring war on the president's agenda. More than 1,000 rallies are planned nationwide on Saturday against that agenda, including more than 20 in Maine. I'm Catherine Carley.
Trump's executive order terminates union contracts at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard, the Togus VA Medical Center, and other defense-related locations, which give preferential hiring to veterans. And as President Trump dismantles the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, advocates warn veterans and military service members will suffer.
The Bureau partly enforces the Military Lending Act, which protects service members and their families from predatory lending and financial practices. The CFPB has issued regulations that include limits on overdraft fees and restrictions on considering medical debt and credit reports. Brian Johns with Virginia Organizing says military members are often targets of predatory financial practices, many times right outside their bases.
There were just dozens of payday lending places, check cashing places, car title lending places. It became apparent that many of those who were living on base were definitely the targets to get cash quick, but without maybe being fully made aware of all of the negative implications, including like 400% interest.
In a speech in February, Trump called the CFPB out of control and questioned whether employees at the agency received kickbacks from the money they returned to consumers. I'm Zmon Perez.
Since its inception, the CFPB has returned more than $360 million back to veterans and service members. This is Public News Service. More protest rallies are occurring in response to President Donald Trump's executive orders alongside Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE.
On April 5th, Hands Off, a national day of action, demonstrations will be held in defiance of Trump's actions. Ohio Sierra Club State Director Erica Copeland says the president's decisions will also weaken the state's key public safety objectives.
Another significant rollback is the proposed weakening of regulations around hazardous materials and safety standards for transportation. We all can remember that this was glaringly evident in the aftermath of the East Palestine train derailment a few years ago.
Copeland views protest as a powerful tool for raising awareness and hopes to see the momentum for pushback against Trump's policies continue beyond April 5th. She advocates for lasting changes in the reinstatement of stronger environmental regulations and the expansion of clean energy programs. 52 Ohio cities, including Akron, Cincinnati, Dayton, Springfield, and Xenia, will stage public rallies. I'm Terry D. reporting.
And nearly 22,000 Florida college students could lose critical tuition help under a state house budget proposal.
The plan would cut $3,500 annual grants for students at 15 private schools throughout the state, including 3 historically black universities and Embry-Riddle, the nation's top civilian flight school. House lawmakers tied eligibility for Florida's Effective Access to Student Education, or EASE program, to 5 performance metrics, including a 54% graduation rate and affordability benchmarks. Bob Boyd, president of the Independent Colleges and Universities of Florida, warns of fallout.
It's going to really devastate our sector. These are students that are pursuing nursing degrees, becoming pilots, teachers, and a lot of them will drop out of their high demand degree fields because they're not getting this voucher.
I'm Tremel Gomes.
Finally, Minnesota bird enthusiasts should keep their binoculars handy. April is a good month to spot various species migrating back to the region.
A good place to start for birding during spring migration is the Mississippi River Corridor, considered a key flyway for birds traveling back and forth between their winter and summer homes. Monica Bryant with the Urban Bird Collective in the Twin Cities considers this a worthwhile and fun activity.
I've only been a birder for over 20 years, and I didn't realize what was out there until somebody took me birding. And of course, now I'm just absolutely hooked.
As birds fan out across the state, Ryan says residents can do their part to keep obstacles and threats out of the way. That includes limiting backyard time for outdoor cats. And since birds tend to migrate at night, dimming or turning off outdoor lights is helpful so long as personal safety isn't compromised. I'm Mike Moen.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Hear us on radio stations big and small, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
It's 8:16.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, this is the news from rural America. The White House wants to dismantle the Department of Education. While Congress would need to approve it, rural school districts, more dependent on its funds, fear the worst. Former Roseburg, Oregon teacher Mickey Hall worries teachers could walk away.
The chilling effect is, oh my gosh, why would anybody go into education? I mean, first of all, they don't pay enough. And secondly, now they're not even hiring people, so I'm not going to do that.
Many rural school districts face budget cliffs as pandemic funds phase out. Others could lose their part of $200 million federal dollars due to Congress's failure to reauthorize the Secure Rural Schools Act. Superintendent Jamie Green at California's Trinity Alps District says the government is undermining a keystone of rural communities.
Rural schools are not failing. We're working as hard as we can for those children.
A resolution against privatizing the Postal Service is moving in Congress after rallies in communities big and small defending the institution. For the second time, the Trump administration has floated selling the USPS or parts of it. Brian Renfro is with the Letter Carriers Union.
This is an attack that is disproportionate to the people that live in rural America, which is over 50 million people.
In Missouri, Kirby Ricketts has been with the Rural Letter Carriers Association for more than 12 years.
If it's not cost effective to take that bag of medicine or that prescription that last mile, they're not going to do it if there's not money in it for them.
The Biden administration aimed to boost rural internet with fiber networks, but the current Commerce Department is changing the rules and queuing up Elon Musk's Starlink satellite system to claim millions of dollars already allocated. Drew Garner with the Benton Institute for Broadband and Society says fiber is more expensive up front, but much cheaper and more reliable over time, which can boost benefits.
Fiber is correlated with increased entrepreneurship, increased business revenues, increased uses of telehealth.
Rural households are less likely to have high-speed internet access than their urban and suburban peers. Finally, April showers bring May flowers. But for baseball fans, it's the start of a season that's too much and never enough. At the drop of a ball cap, fond memories are conjured up for 1951's shot heard round the world. With the Brooklyn Dodgers trailing the New York Giants in the bottom of the ninth, Bobby Thompson hit a game-winning home run. For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
My Muppet Dance.
Yeah.
And welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show, everybody. We are back after our break with myself, Chuck Ritchie, Paula Randall, Craig McQuain, And our very special guest in here today, Zach Pass. Welcome to the show, Zach. How you doing?
Welcome.
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
Outstanding. So where are you coming from again? Spokane?
So yeah, Spokane, Medical Lake. That's where I live right now.
Nice. Is that your hometown? Is that where you grew up?
No, I grew up California. Then we went to Idaho, then Oregon, and then landed here. So it's been a little journey. It's been fun.
Very cool. Can I get you a little closer on that mic?
Yeah,
there you go.
of course.
There you go. Perfect. You almost got to swallow that thing.
Yeah.
But I can keep your volume down if I need to. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, your I'm trying to say words. It is the Monday. It's Friday today. Your background in music.
Yeah. So been playing ever since I can remember, and so had some bands back in the day, and now just wanted to do a solo project and get out there and just share what I got. It's been a wild ride for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So how long have you been solo?
I just started last year. So I just started out again a year ago. So
nice.
I think May is officially the 1 year anniversary. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, happy early anniversary.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I've been seeing your name out there enough to where, it seems like you're doing pretty well.
Oh, I love it. It's like I need to get out there. It's keeping me sane.
Mm-hmm. Well, a little story, because I kept seeing your posts, and I kept seeing videos of you playing, and I'm like, oh, I got to reach out to this guy, Zach. And then I had my phone open, like trying to figure out how to get a hold of you. And I get a message from you. Yeah. And I'm like,
fun.
Wow. Like, that's like the third or fourth time that's happened with musicians. One was I had somebody's card in my hand, and Craig sent me a message like, hey, I got this person on the show. And I'm like, I have her card in my hand. Right
yeah.
Yeah.
Kismet.
Yeah. So
serendipity.
Yeah, exactly. Really appreciate you reaching out. And,
yeah, of course.
We got you on the show today. We've got you scheduled. You're also going to be here for Summerfest.
Yeah, I'm
July
really
12th.
excited about that. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. I still don't have the exact times figured out, but I'm working on getting that schedule, based on when everybody's available and that. But
It's going to be a great show. I'm already excited about Summerfest already.
we have an amazing lineup for Summerfest. I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm not going to be here. I just remembered I won't be here.
Well, just a little plug for myself. I'm going to be hosting a singer series.
Yes.
So if you're a singer out there and you're signed up for Chihuahua's Got Talent, and then you also want to sing during Summerfest, reach out to me, and I got to compile a list of singers for that. And I'm actually talking to Will about maybe doing acoustic guitar behind them instead of doing the karaoke track.
Yes.
Oh,
so that
cool.
way we have to do a little bit of plan, a little rehearsal before to get everybody on the same page. But I think with the resources we have and the musicians that we have,
a real musician.
I think it would be I think it would be a nice touch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I know that Deanna was really it was the first time she had ever sang on a stage.
Yeah.
And she's just a phenomenal singer. I mean, she just has that soul, in her voice, and she's gonna be doing Chihuahua Got Talent. I know that.
Yeah.
She's one of the first signups. But
she was, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just saying that you too could get up on a big stage and
You
sing.
too, not just the band.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have all kinds of performers.
See what you did there. On the edge.
We're gonna have all kinds of performers at Chihuahua's Got Talent, but I would like to bring some of the winners, even some of the higher, some of the audience favorites from Chihuahua's Got Talent at some point, and get them up on the bigger stage.
Oh my gosh, the guy that did that ballad.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he did the Rocket Man?
Yeah.
Yes. That was
That was really cool.
McCoy. Brandon McCoy?
I think you told me about him.
Yeah.
He was pretty
really,
cool.
He really,
Yeah.
really blew everybody away. It's good stuff.
Yay! Well, I'm so excited
Zach.
to hear
Yeah.
you. Now that we've been rambling on about all this other stuff, I'm
That
super
was-
excited to hear
Yeah.
you. I've heard a lot from
Squirrel.
Craig and
Yeah.
right, and from Chuck.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
fun.
I love the fact that you describe yourself as dark folk.
Yeah, that's what I guess it got labeled that, so we're going with it.
What does that mean? Describe that.
You'll hear it.
Okay.
It's like my music's on the darker side of life, and then it has redemption kind of sprinkled in at the end,
Nice.
So
Oh,
it just
nice.
represents me as a person, I always say I can only sing the words I cannot speak, so it's kind of like what I go with, So.
Nice.
I like that.
Well, and I know my dad
Don't
was
steal it. It's a line in one of my songs.
He's
That's
copyrighted
trademark,
it.
yeah. So my dad was really complimenting your music. He really enjoyed it, And one of the things he said, he's like, "How come you find him first? He should be on my radio show." So he does Wednesday night a blues show on Wednesday nights. Go. Yeah, I know. He's
You're like,
great.
"It's okay, Dad. I can share."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, anyway, did you have any questions?
I do.
You do? He usually has questions kind of in his head. So.
Well, no, I do have one question. What do you want to play for us?
I was going to say, I want to hear.
I just released a track this morning, so I'll probably do that one. It's called Piggies, so it's a fun.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been looking forward to this for a while. So.
All right.
So go ahead and introduce your song a little bit. Tell us a little bit about the song first.
For sure. So I wrote this song kind of recently, and it just came to me. I was just sitting around playing. I had the guitar riff for, I don't know, since I was 15 years old. So this one, I just kind of changed it up a little bit, and it used to be really melodic, and I was like, I've been listening to a lot of old blues players and stuff, so it just kind of came out. So yeah, this one's about the crossroads and all that kind of stuff, and trying to find that it's not always better if you sell your soul.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And good morning, Corey. Good morning, Will.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Down at the crossroads, you hear their feet. Down at the crossroads, they're waiting for me. Come, little piggies, lay at my feet. Come, little piggies, do it for me. The blood in my veins makes me insane. I do what I want. If you try, you can. Dig a little deeper, deeper, and deeper. Into me I can. Down at the crossroads, they're waiting for me. Down at the crossroads, come, little piggy, lay at my feet. Come, little piggy, make me. Down at the crossroads.
Very nice.
Woo! The crowd goes wild.
I always do this. I never have my applause button up. We don't need the applause button.
Right? Oh, it's so cool.
Thank you.
That was amazing. What a powerful voice.
Thank you.
I've noticed that from your videos. You know, I've watched a lot of your videos online. Yeah, good guitar playing, and you just have this. What you have that I really love, and you can even see this on video, is you have the stage presence.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
This just it's like this. I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of a welcoming, but at the same time, like man, this guy, like I just picture like, you know, big fans blowing your hair in the breeze, you know, like from some sort of, you know, big classic historic rock festival, you know.
Yes.
There's Zach up on the stage blowing in the wind.
Right?
Yeah.
What was it? Somebody walked by you last night at Andy's, and they were like, "I like your beard, man,"
Yeah.
or something like that. "I like your hair, man."
You're like, don't touch.
It's like you've got a face that's just like floating around all this, like, you know, like the locks, you know. It's just awesome,
Right?
man. Yeah.
I love it.
That is so cool. I love that you ended with your vocal too. that makes it so haunting at the end, you know, where you just let the music, that note hold, and then your voice coming through. Really, really neat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was very nice.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you picked up a guitar? Were you?
He said 15.
15.
Yeah, 15, 13, you're right around
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So did you come from a musical family? Was your
No. So I was adopted. So I guess
Okay.
technically, like my biological family was. So
Mhm.
my dad was a guitar player. My brother's a guitar player. Another guy thinks he's an alien, but besides that, but no,
one the same.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just always something I needed to do. Like I just needed to play, and I couldn't express myself. And this is just the way I got to be able to do it. And then I was always scared. You're never good enough, and then it's never what you hear in your head. So I had to work really hard, and finally it clicked.
Oh yeah.
And so. Now it's like I'm actually just accepting this is what I want to do,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's always hard, and what you hear and what other people hear are completely different. And
I hate everything I do.
Oh yeah. no matter how you sound, it doesn't sound as good to you as it does to everyone else. And, I gotta say, I think you sound amazing. So.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
I can always tell when I get like chills or something. I'm like, oh, there might be something there.
Right. Well, and I remember the first song that I started singing and playing, and while I was writing it, and it just brought me to I was just like in just puddles of tears, you know, and I'm like going, whoa, there's something there.
Yeah.
Like the emotion is coming through that song.
Yeah.
And then what's funny about that particular song is then later I heard another artist's song that kind of covered the same kind of topic, and I'm like, oh, I got to learn that one because I like what he did with it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So, but it's up to the listener to decide.
Yeah.
What it really means to them, right?
Right.
It's subjective. So,
Yeah. So that song you said was released this morning, and I was talking to you last night a little bit, and you were saying that you're sort of releasing your songs like sequentially, like
so I'm kind of just trying to anything right now, just putting it out there. So as soon as I get something down, I'm like, okay, and then just following advice from people I hear, over in the world out there. But this one I just really wanted to get down. It was like something I had to get out, and so it just came. And then I did another one. The same night, we did it one track, and that one's coming out in I think a couple weeks. But it hit me too hard, and so I was like, okay, we're done with that one. But it was really cool because I got to do it live. I got to do it in the studio live, right? But one take done, and then I went back and I was telling Craig the other day, I was like, I went back and it just wasn't right. The first one was the right one, and so it was really cool to have that experience.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you said it hit you hard. You mean like
emotionally,
or?
Well, it's the first song I ever wrote.
Yeah.
So it's the first one that I ever wrote. Obviously adapted because I'm not 13, 15 years old anymore. So it makes a little bit more sense. But it's just it's a really, really deep personal one, for me.
Yeah.
And so it's just that's the one that I was waiting to put out, but I was always too scared to put out.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Just because it was so close to home.
Right.
And it's pretty on the nose.
That's
what we're talking about.
So what you're saying is that's not what you're going to do for us this morning.
I can if you want, but yeah.
Well, now that you've talked about
it. But we don't want our guests to turn into an emotional pool here either.
Yeah, maybe on the way out we can do that one. Yeah. That way you're not having to regroup to play some more. Yeah.
Well, speaking of playing some more, do you have another one ready
I
for us?
do. Yeah. This one's it's called Wasted Youth.
Nice.
And I always start out with saying it's dedicated to Mike. It's just a generic guy out there that's struggling. So this one's about recovery and finding your way out of addiction. So
very cool.
Down passes through a wasted youth. Don't turn your back on me. passes through. I'm your wasted youth. Don't turn your back on me. I'm here. I'm here. Well, I'm here. Take me as I am. I might be broken, but I still bleed. I'm bleeding. This needle passes through. I'm your wasted. I'm your wasted you. It's me. I'm here.
Very nice.
Nice. Nice.
Now, was that one of your new ones, or is that one that's been out for a while?
I hit that. Sorry. No, that one's old.
Okay.
I've been playing that one for a long time, and then been in bands and stuff, and it's just been with me.
Mhm.
So that was another one I wrote a long time ago when I was younger, and then just adapted over the years. But that one's like there, that
Oh,
one,
yeah.
I carry that with me,
Yeah.
and it's just like, it's always the people that you can't see are the ones that are the most suffering,
Yeah.
And
Right.
so that's kind of like my call to them, Like
Yeah.
I was there too. I was suffering and no one saw me. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
yell that out,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's the one I usually try to hit outside the street when I see
Right?
Yeah.
I love that. Take me as I am.
Well, and I
You
was
know?
I was telling Chuck earlier, like I had a friend of mine that I was, in correspondence with, on Messenger, and I wrote a song about it because I had a vision of him like, sitting at a stop sign out in the cold, like waiting for a ride because he's hitchhiking, and I was just like, man, and then to actually like talk to him about it, and then like I didn't actually get to play the whole song for him, but I played a part of it for him, and then of course the dogs were barking and all that stuff, and but anyway, it was just interesting to me to like, kind of have that, and then to have that vision of it, and then to hear his side of what was going on at that moment, and how it kind of paralleled. Like there was, I kind of have a spiritual twist to my personality. Like I believe that we're interconnected, and I believe that there's like, there's communication that's going on that's, not necessarily just, verbal. There's not nonverbal, and then also that's transensual, to where it's like you don't, if you got a soulmate, I feel like you can communicate with them through space and time.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. I mean that's just my feeling. That's what I like in my core. That's what I feel. You know what I mean? And I think that's, we need to be building each other up.
Oh,
for
sure.
And like I think that's. I mean, I could feel the emotion in that song. I mean, I was busy on my phone.
Sure.
Stupid me. But
it's 2025. You're okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sidetracked.
I put my phone down.
Yeah.
Craig.
I know. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm just teasing, but
I even silenced mine today.
Yeah. See. No,
I'm
I
just
love
like
that.
constantly promoting. I like can't stop.
No, but it was
I'm
really cool
addicted.
because we were talking earlier today actually about how the people that are closest to us sometimes don't always, if you have a bad moment, they forget who you are. They have that vision of who they think you are, and they sometimes forget who you are.
Yeah.
And how important it is for them to see you.
Yeah.
You know, take me as I am, not who you think I am, not who you're projecting who I am.
Right.
But
Yeah.
take me as I am with all my flaws and all the things you like and you don't like.
Yeah.
You know, doing good days and bad. Take me as I am because this is what I'm offering. This is who I am.
Yeah, we wear masks way too much in life, you know?
Yeah.
And then that's the beauty of music is it strips away all that. And then if you really listen and you're really hearing, you can hear like, whoa. You know, like, what they're really saying is there, you know? It's pretty
Yeah.
When you're going through something and you connect, you know, through music, like sort of like Craig was saying, you know, it can be a musician that you don't know, but you connect like on an individual level with that musician. I think when you just by listening to their music, and I think that's sort of the power of music. You know that you can reach so many people with with the music and make it. You really can make a difference in people's lives with a song.
Oh yeah, big time.
Time and time again, you know.
It's happened to me many
times.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's almost like, you know, a real good book, a real good song, like finds you in that time when you need it the most. And I've had that happen. So many times that I couldn't even I couldn't even mention that. It's just like I needed that at that moment, and it was meant to be that I heard that message in that song in that exact moment to be able to get me through to where I am now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And a lot of that brings you back to high school days and even my early 20s and stuff. Whether it's heartbreak or being happy or you put those headphones on and lay back in your bed and just
chill out to
disappear.
the music. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the world away, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like an out of body experience when that song just
right
hits you. Yeah.
Oh, I want to hear another one. I'm ready. I'm ready for the concert. I'm like, just play.
Don't tell me, I'll keep here all day. Okay.
Yeah.
So this
Yes,
one,
please.
let's do Chris's song. This one is another sad song. But we lost my brother and my sister like over the last couple of years, and so this one's dedicated to them.
Okay.
Cozy and warm, I made it home. Now all the time to mourn. I've made it where I belong. I'm where the angels sing. I'm home. You take me higher. It's where the angels sing. You take me higher. It's where the angels sing for me. So wipe away your tears. I've got no more fears. I'm cozy, cozy and warm. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you.
All I think we need to take a moment of silence after that song. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, amazing stuff. It's I'm hoping this comes out as well over the air as what we're hearing in here. But
your dynamics are great.
Thank you.
Really,
yeah,
really
yeah,
great.
really, really
Well, you
good.
can come see me live over tonight.
Yeah, we're actually he's teaming up with Scary World. He's going to be playing before us at Jackson Street tonight, which is at down on Astor Street, kind of off of Ruby in Spokane. So,
and you're playing with Denver Rhiannon as well.
yeah,
Great.
Denver's going to open the show, and then we're going to have Zach, and then Scary World to close it out. So it starts
That's
at 8
gonna be
p.m.
a great show.
$5 at the door.
Outstanding.
Very good value for $5.
Oh yeah.
And I'm assuming since you're playing, have you met Denver before?
No.
Oh,
No. This will be
she's
the
a
first
treat.
time.
Yeah, amazing
Yeah.
person. Really great, phenomenal,
Great young talent.
just a powerful presence. Yeah,
I heard a little bit. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty stoked. I'm excited.
Yeah, she's a good
Denver's got
guitar
good
player
stuff.
as well, not just a vocalist. I mean, her voice carries herself by itself, but then to hear her like being able to play like the fingerstyle stuff she does too, it's like wow,
Yeah.
the full package. So
when I hear you, so one of my favorite viral videos of a musician of all time, a man, they called him Homeless Mustard. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He came on. It was a video that went viral of sort of what we do, a morning show with a podcast, and there was this guy that would always, he was a street performer.
Yeah.
And they invited him to come on the morning show, and he did a version of Creep, of Radiohead's Creep.
Oh, nice.
And they actually had to take a moment after the show because everybody in the studio was in tears, and they just had to take this moment of silence. And there's something, your voice reminds me of Mustard's voice, and he ended up he was actually homeless, hence the term Homeless Mustard. And they did, because of this show, this video that went viral, he actually ended up with quite a career. Signed a record deal, started doing concerts and performances around the world.
That's so cool.
Because he has this just beautiful, amazing
His talent,
voice
yeah.
that just hits you straight in the heart. And when you were singing, I'm like, oh my god, he sounds like Mustard.
I don't know Mustard, but you hit me straight in the heart, straight in the chest. My chest is just like, and Chuck is all teary-eyed, and I'm all teary-eyed. We're like, oh.
That's why the camera's still on Zach.
Right?
Yeah.
No, that's just
here you
'cause I
go.
forgot to hit the button. No, I'm good.
I know.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You're crying.
Speak for yourself, Chuck.
So you got the show coming up tonight. Do you have anything else in the pipe?
Then we're doing I heard you guys talking about the barter fair, so I'll be there. I'm doing Saturday, I think at 5. Yeah, so that's exciting. And then I got a couple more. I just don't remember off the top of my head. I'm in music mode right now. But
right?
So I think for that right now. And then I got the Summer Fest coming up, and then a couple other shows just around town. So I'm just trying to book as much as I can right now. So that's kind of my goal.
And I know you talked a little bit about recording some songs. You have more recording in the works and more stuff coming out?
Yeah, so I have a couple songs already on Spotify, Amazon, et cetera, et cetera. They're all out there. And then it's a different season. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm kind of just coming out with new stuff, and something hit. And so it's time, There's something coming out, and I just don't know what it is yet, so I'm just going to keep writing until it comes,
Yeah.
But, I have a couple other ones that I'm working on. They're just not ready yet. There's one called Home. That one's, I kind of have like a sequence of really, really sad, and then we go a little happy. So that's my usual set. So I'm almost there. But once that one's done, I think I'm going to go back in. And then I always try at my home studio and then see if I can do it there. But it doesn't ever work out. So
it's hard to be your own engineer,
Yeah.
producer, artist, and do all those things and juggle all those different hats to make it
so fun.
Oh, it is.
It
It is.
It's so fun.
It is.
I have my notepad, I usually write lyrics down, but I've been so entranced by you that I haven't written anything, so I'm just going to put that down now.
Yeah, she usually takes a lot of notes. Like, she writes down lyrics and all kinds of stuff,
I
but
do.
she's just like
I'm
immersed
just,
immersed in it.
in your sound. It's really, really cool.
Thank you.
It really is. And like you said, it's a full body sound. It actually makes
Well, like in the song that you did previous, not this one, but the one before, you start off so quietly. The one that is for Mike, right? The general person, accept me as I am, and you start off so quiet that it pulls everybody in. We all leaned in. Oh, what is he
Mhm.
saying? What is he saying?
Mhm.
And then when you sat back, I'm like, oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, come on.
He's getting
bring it
ready to
on.
open it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just really, really enjoying it.
You'll see me when I play. I'm looking behind me because I have to take like 2 or 3 steps back.
Yeah.
So, like,
Right.
Last night I was like, I'm gonna knock something over. I can feel it. You know.
I was having fun with that because I kept on like kind of swiveling and I'd move my mom's mic out of her face, you know.
She's
And
like,
then she's
"Stop
playing
it."
bass. She's like, keeps moving her, you know. And she's like, "You don't want me to sing, do you?" I'm like, "No, I want you to sing. I'm just having fun with it." So I walk over to my dad and then I knock his mic out of his mouth, you know. It's like, so yeah, the brats, they're fun. We have little bratty tendencies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it
It's
makes
Hence
it fun.
the name, right?
Yeah, Craig and the brats. yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Well, Zach, we're getting close to the end of the show. I would love. We're going to talk
Yeah.
a little bit about a little more here, just a couple more minutes. I'm going to go through some of the stuff that we have coming up later tonight and over the weekend. But I'd like to see if you would be willing to take us out of the show after we're done with that.
Yeah.
And we'll once we get through this last little bit of stuff, we'll just have you play us a song and
Sure.
and end the show with Zach playing
Yeah.
a song
Okay.
for us. Yeah.
And then also when the broadcast is over, stick around for a minute and he'll get some sound bites so that
Okay.
with your
Yeah, for
tracks
sure.
we can have little sound bites to introduce yourself when they get played on the
Of
on
course.
the radio.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even station ID or something from
Yeah.
you.
Whatever you guys want, I'm here for
You
it.
got
Yeah.
a great voice. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah.
He gave us carte blanche. Quick.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask
Easy,
you,
Paula,
do
easy.
you have any songs of yours that are getting radio play? Do you have anything that's playing
No,
on radio?
nothing yet.
All right.
So we're
So we're gonna be the first then.
yes, 100%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Outstanding. if that's okay with you, if we play the music
No,
on the
not
air.
at all. Yeah, no, it's 100% okay.
Perfect.
Very
I
cool.
love being. It's amazing how many people we've had on and we get their
For the
music playing in our
first.
For the
system. We're
first, yeah.
I love it.
Right?
I love
That's
it.
so
Yeah.
cool.
No.
This is
I'd
why
be
this
honored.
is the coolest job.
It starts
Yeah.
here.
This is the coolest job ever.
Yes.
I'm like a kid in a toy shop here.
Yeah.
All the time.
Daniel
right.
says he saw the mic incident yesterday, Craig. You were witness.
Yeah. It wasn't an accident. He knows.
So you guys, before we head out here, before we end things with a song from Zach, has anybody got anything else that they want to say, or any more questions for Zach?
See you down at Jackson Street.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We're playing down there in Spokane, so if you can hear this and you're looking for something to do, we're down at Jackson Street tonight. Music starts at 8 p.m., $5 at the door.
Perfect.
So, yeah, we got Denver Rhiannon, Zach Pass, and Scary World.
Perfect. All right. So you can also tune in right here tonight on KCHW from 6 to 8 p.m. We have the best classic rock and more with Old Man Mark live in the studio. Then from 8 to 10 p.m. we are trapped in the psychedelic era with the Hermit. 10 to 11 we're sticking with the Hermit for Days of Confusion. Don't forget the signups for Twila's Got Talent are available at kchw.org, our KCHW radio Facebook page. There's also QR codes on the posters around town. You can scan those. You can email station manager at kchw.org, and I can get you those if you'd rather do it the old-fashioned way. Download it, print it, and sign it, and fill it out and get it back to me. You can drop it off at the black door by the front door or snap a picture of it and email it right back to that same address. And really quick before we go here, also, if you go to the KCHW radio Facebook page, we had a couple guests on yesterday. One was Jim talking about the fundraiser happening for our chief of police, Keith Cochran. He's been going through some pretty serious medical stuff. There is a fundraiser on our Facebook page, KCHW radio Facebook page, to donate to that. He's going through a lot of stuff. He's about ready. He's recovering. He's about ready to start doing some physical therapy. He's undergone some serious traumatic stuff, lost some limbs.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
just really,
serious
really going through
recovery
some
and a
hard
large
stuff,
learning curve. Yeah.
So please donate. Show them your community support.
Yes.
He's been an excellent chief police for Tooele. Let's all show him and his family some love and
Huge
support that.
Yeah.
But without further ado, Zach Pass, take us out. Tell us what you're going to sing.
This one's called Down by the River. Like I said, I'll play it. All right, here we go. Down by the something to show you. I think it's time to go. Will you tell them all? Will you tell them I called you? Down by the river, Sean, I got my stone. I'll pick 'em when I'm done. Will you tell my mom? Will you tell my dad? Will you tell them you're my friend? In the end, will you tell them all? I'll clean it when I'm done. I'll clean it when I'm done.
It's 9:01.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God.